Good news. The bikes are already getting fixed. This whole recall saga might be over before it really even began. Well, not before it began, but sooner than we all anticipated. So let's recap real quick kind of what's been happening. I'm sure everyone that's clicked on this video already knows the recall saga story, but this all started on June 5th where the rumors first leaked. Not rumors, but the stop sale was put out. So people, if you want to try to buy one at the dealership, they would tell you, no, we can't sell it because this, and then it went on social media and everyone kind of figured out there was something up. Then there was about 2 weeks of complete panic, sheer terror, anticipating the worst. Then a lot of people, called their dealership, was calling Kawasaki, not knowing what's going on, expecting to lose like their whole summer, essentially, waiting for this recall repair to happen. And then me personally, on June 20th, I got the first letter. That's this one right here. This was the one from Kawasaki that officially said, don't ride your motorcycle. It didn't really state any new information. It kind of just said everything that we already knew. But it was nice to have an official word from them at least acknowledging the issue. But then more speculation continued, and everyone still kind of thought that they were going to lose basically the entire season, possibly like the year, waiting for a recall to repair. People were talking about these being lemons. People were trading in their Zx6rs like crazy anywhere that would accept them. At least that's what I was hearing in my Facebook groups of Zx6r owners of this, generation and all. Just a week after that, I got another letter, just on Friday, that was another do not ride, and it stated that they're contacting dealerships and the dealerships are getting repair kits. I was in contact with my dealership already at that point. They were kind of in the dark as well, and then just this last Friday, they stated that they received news from Kawasaki about the recall and that it, quote, wasn't as bad as they anticipated, and they're going to be ordering repair kits right away. And I don't know exactly what that entails, but this letter does kind of say something that makes me think this. The inspection will take up to 1 hour. If repair is necessary, the repair may take up to 11 hours. Note that the repair time may take longer due to scheduling at the dealership and time needed to obtain required parts. So it's almost as if they can just somehow test the machine to see if it has the defect, and if it doesn't, and it passes their test, they'll probably just hand it right back to you. That's probably what takes an hour. If they test it and they deem that it does need to be fixed, or maybe there's damage from the defect, then they'll have to order the repair parts, and maybe that's when the rebuild happens. This is really good because I think a lot of people's greatest fear was them having to basically disassemble every single engine, check or repair stuff, and then reassemble everything. That definitely doesn't sound like what's going on here. So I think 99% of people, their bikes are going to be perfectly fine. My dealer has said, and I'm sure everyone's dealer is offering to cover transportation of their vehicle to and from the dealership at no cost to you. Mine personally won't be able to provide this service or something like that until July 8th, and I'm eager to get this thing back on the streets as soon as possible. So my good friend and fellow rider, he's gonna be coming here just in a few hours with his trailer. We're gonna trailer her up and take her over to my dealership and drop her off tonight, and hopefully we can get her back maybe this weekend or anyway, but we'll see. Because I'm sure they got a bunch of other bikes they got to check out too, and I don't want them to rush and do a bad job or anything. But yeah, this is all fantastic news because, man, this got resolved in a matter of weeks. And I'll tell you what, this went from shaking my faith into Kawasaki to like renewing it. Because honestly, the speed, there were those 2 weeks where people just kind of knew something was up and we didn't really know what was going on were painful. But in the grand scheme of things, it was a few weeks. And for me personally, it was raining the whole time, and then there was like a couple days where it was like 100 degrees, and I just rode my Vulcan for those days. So it was nice to have an excuse to take out the old cruiser. So all in all, like, I'm impressed. Now, of course, my machine hasn't been inspected, and I haven't gone through the recall yet, so maybe I should hold my praise, pump my brakes a little bit. But I don't know, man. Just how swiftly and just well this is being handled is refreshing in today's age, where everyone was throwing shade at Kawasaki. And dude, I was watching it was like a Fast Flow KC video, one of those BMW stunt rider guys, and his one friend has a brand new M1000RR, full carbon, all this shit, probably a $40,000 motorcycle, and it's leaking oil and goes limp on the highway regularly. And they're like, oh yeah, it's a thing, it just does. I don't, like, come on. That does not happen to Zx6rs. I mean, every manufacturer has issues. So I wouldn't write off Kawasaki at all because of this. In fact, I would say you should probably trust them a little bit more. Not in the motorcycle world, but I saw a video today where GM, a bunch of owners of, I don't know, I forget exactly which GM vehicle it was, probably like Grand Cherokee or something. Or no, that's Jeep. Well, yeah, anyway, I forget what GM vehicle it was. But there was a recall or something of this nature, where the vehicles needed to be recalled because of a manufacturer defect. From what I understood, GM appealed the class action lawsuit and won. So imagine if people's engines were seizing on these bikes. Kawasaki denied it. We as owners collectively had to sue Kawasaki, win our court battle, but then Kawasaki later then wins an appeal, fucking everyone over. Like, come on. That's the type of shit that's happening with GM owners right now. So if you got your bike fixed or back on the streets, man, just be thankful that in a world where quality control is basically non-existent, companies are greedier than ever and will take any chance they can to rip you off. Like, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. So let me know if I've seen people on Facebook in my Zx6r owner group that have already gotten their bikes back, have bought new ones that have already gone through the repair, inspection, whatever the fuck it is. And so these ninjas are going to be back on the road in no time, guys. We'll be riding again before you know it. Cheers. Yeah, let me know just how you've been doing with this whole thing, if you've gotten your bike back, if you've been in contact with your dealership. What I would recommend, so like if you're kind of in the dark and you haven't received these letters, or you kind of feel like you're slipping through the cracks here, you need to call Kawasaki's 800 number, or it's a 866. What it is, it's 866-802-9381. It's toll free between 7 and 4 p.m. on Pacific time. That's California time, Monday through Friday. And I called them at the beginning of this, and I did speak to a human right away. So their customer service is good. And what you need to do is make sure that your contact information is up to date with them so that they can get you these letters, or at least get you in touch with a certified dealership that has techs that can do this. Anyway, if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. I'm definitely going to be posting more Ninja content very soon, as I get my bike back. Let's roll.